Well, welcome back to this young channel so far. I've got a few videos on here that kind of talked about my real estate journey to this point. And I told you that I was going to go through real estate, take the exams, doing the schooling and all of those things. I told you that I went online and did the school and education that way. Kaplan is what I did, and it turned out to work pretty well. I have since finished the coursework, finished the required hours for Arkansas, and I have taken the exams. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about the exams. They are written, those questions, in such a way that will really make you second guess yourself, even if you know the answer. So, there were a few times where I just knew I had the answer, but then I went back and looked at it. The way they were worded kind of threw me off. So, if you are thinking about becoming a real estate agent and you're going to take the national and state test, just keep that in mind that those questions are there written in such a way that will make you think. So, if I could give you any advice, if you think you have the right answer, just double check and go with your gut. I mean, that's probably the way I got through high school, just going with my gut, barely got through. I don't know. So, that may be terrible advice. I don't know. But it worked for me. Although, what happened to me is when I went to take the national test, I was scheduled to take the national exam and the state exam right after that. So I took the national exam and I missed it by like 2 points because it was about 84 questions. And like I said, I went through there and I second guessed myself on several of them. And then going back and looking up those answers, I realized I had them right the first time, so I probably could have passed it. Now, here is something that I would suggest that you not do. If you take the national exam and are scheduled to take the state the same day, do not find out your score results on the national exam until you've completed both of those, if you do it in the same day. Because when I realized I missed it by two, I think maybe 3 points, there was something like that, I realized that I was really, as the kids say, I was cooked. I was just like in my head and thinking, it's like, man, I got to take this again. I got to pay the money. I got to do all that. And then I really didn't do well on the state part because I was too much in my head for failing the national part. But went back, took the national part again, passed it, was excited about that. And then the next day, I was scheduled to take the state again. And let me tell you what I learned from both taking the national and the state again twice is the second time around, and I already knew this, but I really didn't think of it. But you don't get the same questions you got the first time. So there was a whole different set of questions that just threw me for a loop again on the state. Again, on the national side, I had it. I focused a lot on the national so I could go ahead and pass that and get it out of the way. Got that taken, and then ended up failing the state part by like point or two a second time. So then I had to take it a third time. So I crammed. I studied, went back, took that state portion again, and I passed it. So since then, since passing those exams, I have met with a broker, and I had met with the broker before I took my exams, but I met with the broker, realized this is where I want my license to hang, and I passed the test, went back, signed all the documents, signed everything I needed, sent off for my license. And it was funny, my license, it got misplaced in the office, and no fault of anybody. And then we got a snowstorm. So you can imagine with snowstorms and misplaced, we had, they rushed it out, my application for my license. It finally went through. And of course, when they sent the physical copy, it was delayed in the snowstorm as well. So it took a little while, but I am now an official real estate license holder in the state of Arkansas, and I am excited about that. It is just something that took some time, and it unfolded the way it needed to unfold, and I'm happy about that. And I'm looking forward to the next step. The next step really is just kicking this thing off. One of the things that you have to do here is you have to join the Northeast Arkansas Board of Realtors. So I did that once my license was active, went and paid those dues, went and got the apps on my phone that I need that are going to help me do my job. And then coming up in a couple days is I'll be in the office at Coldwell Banker in Jonesboro, Arkansas, is where I chose to hang my license. The broker there is just an amazing person. He has just had we just had a wonderful talk, he and I, for about an hour and a half. and so excited about getting to work and using the tools that they have there to just find people that are wanting to sell their homes or buy a new home. And one of the biggest things in this process is I want to walk with people through this journey, and I want to help them and be open and transparent and honest with them. And I know that this is something that is not taken lightly when people buy homes. This is a big uh, life change and a big moment for people. So I want to be the real estate agent that just walks with them and is excited for them and points them to directly what they need. And looking forward to that. I know it's not going to be easy. I know it's going to require some work, but I'm willing to put in that work. As a matter of fact, I'm up late now, just kind of perusing some things online, just soaking all the information in for like a first time realtor and things like that. So I'm excited to get to work in the Northeast Arkansas area. And over the next few weeks, you'll see, if you follow this channel, you'll see uh, many videos about why Northeast Arkansas is a wonderful place to live, specifically in Jonesboro. I'm going to give you some reasons why. We're going to go on location. We're going to look at some neighborhoods. We're going to see some houses. We're going to do all types of things. And maybe you've stumbled across this video. Maybe you live in Northeast Arkansas, somewhere in Arkansas. Maybe you live outside of Arkansas and one day may move to Arkansas. And if that's the case, I'd love to try to earn your business and walk you through the process of selling your home or buying a home here in Arkansas. So I am looking forward to it. You're going to come along with me. I told you we'd document this whole thing. So we're going to do it, and you'll follow along with me. And I hope that it's fun at least. We'll meet some folks along the way. We'll get to see some behind the scenes things that go on with real estate agents, or at least that's my goal. So I hope to do that. So looking forward to it. Thank you for this journey. And if you have stumbled across this video, just comment where you're from. You don't have to be from Arkansas, but if you stumbled across this and can tell me what state you're from, I'd love to see, even if it's just 5 people that watch this, I'd love to see where you all are watching from, and if you've watched this far. So even if you're out of state, in state, wherever you may be, I'd love for you to give this a like, a share, a subscribe. And you may never watch this content again, but a quick subscribe doesn't hurt anybody, right? So maybe you can just at least follow the journey, see what happens, see if I'm still here 6 months from now or 16 months from now. So we'll see how it all unfolds. So thank you for coming by here, and I look forward to getting to work. See ya.